It's now time for Energy Insights, where you get an inside view and a local perspective of all the oil and gas progress going on in the Mid-Ohio Valley. This program is brought to you by the Southeastern Ohio Oil and Gas Association and can be heard every Saturday at 9 a.m. on WMOA AM 1490, FM 101.3, JAWS Country FM 100.9, and ESPN Radio AM 630 and FM 92.9. Here's Johnny Wharf, your local host.
Another Saturday morning, another edition of Energy Insights. Johnny Wharf, pleased to be joined again by John Schlichter, who is the new executive director of the Ohio Oil and Gas Energy Education Program. I say the new, but as much as you've been into, you probably feel like you've been there a couple of years already, right?
Hi, thanks, Johnny. Thanks for having me here with you today. Yeah, it has been. It's been rather eventful. Obviously with the pandemic and everything that we've gone through, and I've got a great staff here though, so they've helped me really hit the ground running, and we've got a lot of work done, but a lot yet ahead of us.
In Marietta specific, I know that your organization or association came down here probably right at the outset of the pandemic, and then I think the story that I recall that I heard actually on our station was a donation, kind of twofold, a donation of gift cards from a local restaurant, the Busy Bee, to the frontline workers at the hospital from WJAW and obviously indirectly from your members. So did you hear about that one down here?
Yeah, so I think that there was over $20,000 in total of COVID donations from both WJAW and UGA, the Ohio Oil and Gas Association. So that's we UGA donated some PPE. We've had donations from WJAW to Marietta Memorial Hospital and Licking Memorial Hospital up in this area, and donated gift cards from restaurants like the Busy Bee, to especially the Busy Bee is a great story where they source from local farmers and be able to be, not only help the first responders, help the restaurant, but also help the local farmers. And we think, that's a great story to be able to tell that one.
Yeah, coming with a guy out in the farming background as well. So John Schlichter is our guest. He's the executive director of the Ohio Oil and Gas Energy Education Program. And right now, times are tough in the industry, if not everywhere, right? But you look at people not traveling, oil and gas prices low, and so we got to, not just help out the store down the street, but take a look at this industry that we're counting on so much. We're anticipating, what's around the corner. We can't guess, it seems, anymore. It's foolish to try and do that, but what's the outlook from where you see it, from Granville, or the places that you've been traveling to?
Well, I think that, while the optimism, obviously our country is such an optimistic country, and people just continue to move forward, and, demand's slow right now. That's evident with the industry. You go out on the road, it's just the traffic's just not there, and so, but we know that it's going to come back. You're still going to have that demand for it. Our country is not one, and our communities are not one that are going to sit back and not react. And they take care of themselves now and take care of each other. But then as we come back and we get this, everything going back to full force eventually. Is it going to be full force in the same way? We never know. We can't guess that. We don't know what will happen. But at the same time, demand will pick back up for our industry, and we know that. We just it's a question of just how long it's going to be.
John Schlichter is our guest here on Energy Insights, and from a personal standpoint, John, I know that the friends I have, and I have plenty of close friends, I won't name them, that are in the oil and gas industry, but there is an integrity there that is unparalleled as far as I've got your back, and it doesn't need to be on a contract. I'm guessing with your background, whether from the commissioner standpoint or working at the state level, the relationships, you know how that flows, particularly in the business that you're in.
Yeah, I think, my background, obviously, we talked one other day about that, and I come from Fayette County originally, and, I came from a small farm community. And it's just like that, especially Southeast Ohio. Folks are good, and folks have each other's back, and they look out for each other. They take care of each other, and I think that's what the oil and gas industry does. There are a lot of good people that make up this industry, and the communities stand together, stand strong, and obviously with some of the things that our group has done with the donations and with hotspots to schools, with different ways, we try to help our communities, and I think that's the important part of what we do.
And is UJEAP, as far as is there a board of directors then that oversees things, and I assume would be made up of different levels of or areas and different size groups?
Sure, we have a 13-member operating committee that we work with. So some people will call them board of directors. I think in law they're termed as an operating committee. And so those 13 members, whether it'll be, I think one in particular has to represent a farm group or, a farming interest. And then most of them represent the industry in some way, shape, or form. So most of them are producers themselves. And so that's the group we work with. And, for me, they've been great to work with. We've got a lot of good people who care about what they do and care about the industry, and they're just top-notch to work with.
I hear the sincerity, and I'll tell you at the outset, I was a little hesitant about calling John Schlichter the new guy who's probably busy as he could possibly be, and I will say I'm quite impressed how generous you are and have been with your time. So I want to credit you for that. I thank you. Wish you the best of luck, and we'll hopefully get to talk maybe face-to-face here down the road in the not-too-distant future.
Well, Johnny, I look forward to that day. I appreciate the opportunity to be with you and share, what we do with our program and in this industry. And I'll be glad to meet with you anytime. And so hopefully sooner or later we'll be able to get that face-to-face in.
All right. That's John Schlichter. He is the Executive Director of the Ohio Oil and Gas Energy Education Program, and this is Energy Insights. And you can catch it every Saturday here on AM 1490, FM 101.3, FM 100.9, 630, 92.9, and wherever you are on the WMOA 1490 app, thanks to the Southeastern Ohio Oil and Gas Association.
Thank you for listening to Energy Insights, brought to you by the Southeastern Ohio Oil and Gas Association. Tune in every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on WMOA Local Radio, JAWS Country, and ESPN Radio, as Johnny Wharf brings you your local and inside perspectives going on in the oil and gas industry right here in the Mid-Ohio Valley.